Hello, beautiful fifth dimension humanity and everyone that gets to watch this video. I am happy to be here, and before we dive into the wisdom for you today that I would like to share with you that has been extremely transformative for me on my journey and my clients as well, and that many teachers, spiritual teachers and healers talk about, is along the lines of the not enoughness disease, is what I like to call it. That across humanity, this is an illness of feeling that you are not good enough, and however that manifests, it can manifest in a lot of different ways that really sabotage our ability to connect to spirit and our ability to embody our most pure essence and truly manifest and live a abundant, prosperous, fulfilled, purposeful life here. So I would like to set intention for the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, all of our guides to come here and support you, support us on our journeys to really embodying our soul and living our soul's purpose. So when it comes to the solar plexus, so I've talked about in previous videos when it comes to healing the chakras that some of the most important work that you can do, if not the most important, is this emotional work with the chakras. If you have studied the law of attraction at all, it's spoken about that the law of attraction says that our emotions are a guidance system that we have that's extremely powerful. But we tend to experience a lot of emotions that aren't super helpful for one, our health, two, our mental state, and three, attracting and living the life that you desire. So when it comes to healing the solar plexus is one that I have struggled with probably the most. And just through my journey of giving my power away, changing the story that your power got taken away from you. When we change our story, and this is what I want to talk to you guys about today, when we change our story to I got my power taken away from me to I gave my power away, it's a more empowering statement to say that you're taking responsibility for what shows up and has shown up in your life. I just got done doing a really awesome podcast for our Pain to Purpose podcast with Carrie Hummingbird, and we were talking about that us as souls and your children as well, we all pick our parents coming here. We get to see the whole timeline. That soul knows the mistakes that you're going to make and the lessons that it's going to go through in order to achieve an embodied state of enlightenment here on earth and transcend humanity as a whole, co-creatively. So knowing that, it's so important for us to relinquish the blame and shame that we have against ourselves, that there's something wrong with us, that we've done something wrong. This mindset, when it comes to healing the solar plexus, is extremely important to shift and heal, of blaming and shaming yourself for your past. I've heard, I love these analogies like pain to purpose or wounds into wisdom. I love that, because it is true that we do learn through contrast what we want and don't want. And we're here to experience it all, and we get to choose. Through all the experiences that we get to have, we get to choose what we want to experience. And so when it comes to healing the solar plexus, that is not talked about very often, is taking the responsibility for your life. Taking the responsibility for what shows up in your life. This is how we are going to heal the not enoughness. It's one way that we're going to heal the not enoughness disease that so many people in mankind have. When we become empowered by taking responsibility for what shows up in our life. And that doesn't mean just, anything that could be perceived as negative in your reality that you don't like, but also all the good stuff too. We are so quick to look at all the things that are wrong or that are negative, that are problems in our life, that we forget about all the beautiful things that we get to experience in our life that we have created. So that's a very important shift when it comes to working with the solar plexus and really doing the work of the solar plexus. Now, this journey of healing yourself is one that is ongoing. I'm not sure if you ever fully arrive. I'll let you guys know if I feel like that's ever the case, but as of right now on my journey, it's a journey. And enjoying the journey as much as possible, even though it can be extremely painful. Going through, healing the wounds. But doing this work is extremely crucial. So awareness is the first step towards healing. Okay? So the awareness alone is extremely powerful and transformative, but also doing the work. When I say doing the work, that there are the inner work of healing the not enoughness. So if you reflect back on your life, and guaranteed, if I ask you right now to reflect on one or two experiences that you've had that made you feel like you weren't enough, guaranteed your mind's going to give you 1, 2, 3, maybe 5, 6, 7 experiences of when you felt like you were not enough. So the idea here is we want to get to the root. Getting to the root is where in a lot of therapy type of modalities, that's what not being able to get to the root is why so much of the traditional therapy is not as effective as it could be. Just talking about the problem and being aware of it is one thing, but going back and healing through connecting and connecting with yourself spiritually and the energetics of what happened in your past, no matter big or small, even, a memory of, some kids that were making fun of you because you just got a new dress, and, some kids were making fun of you, and, you feel like you're not enough. And it's such a small experience, but it could be extremely, just to a child, think about how that could make you feel just as a child, especially from ages 0 to 7, but really any time in your life. So this is the exercise that I would like to share with you guys to do tonight, especially going into 2021, bringing awareness. If you can say right now that, I have not enoughness showing up in my life. It shows up as procrastination, as perfectionism, as codependency. It can show up as, just a whole lot of fear when change is taking place and it's time to take action. You don't take action, and, ending up in relationships that do not serve you, staying in relationships that do not serve you, not really wanting to grow, just feeling a lot of stagnancy in your life. All of this can be signs of not enoughness disease. So to heal this, we need to go through those experiences and, write them down, that here's the times that I felt not enough. And going through and using, as a healer, there's so many medicines that we use, but there's 3 big ones. And it's love, gratitude, and forgiveness. So going through those 3 steps, raising your vibration, when you think about these experiences that you write down, okay, is there a space for me to forgive either this person or myself? And go through that forgiveness with each of these experiences. This is the work. Even though it can be not fun and a lot of times ignored, it's extremely transformative. And going through, and how can I shift to gratitude? How did this experience serve me now, looking back at it? And this is how we can raise our frequency to love. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today as, getting to the root and healing these wounds, because for one, the whole journey in and of itself is a process that you get to share with the world of what worked for you, when there's people out there that have gone to 10 years of therapy, that have tried the medications and meditations, and they've done all this stuff and it's not working. So you, on your own personal journey of healing, you get to then share this with the world. At a certain point in time, when you feel called to share, you have that journey of healing that can really help transform people. And that's just one of the beauties of doing this work. So I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to just jump into 2021 with you guys. We're definitely going to be kicking it up a couple notches in our free Facebook community, Fifth Dimension Humanity. So I'm happy you're a part of it. If not, come and join us. I love you, and namaste.